With the overwhelming success of the Resident Evil 4 remake, and with a recent poll put out by Capcom themselves that asks fans which remake they would like to see next, it is all but guaranteed that a new Resident Evil remake is on the horizon. The most logical entry would be Resident Evil 5, given the ending of Resident Evil 4 remake, with Albert Wesker setting up his plan for world domination. However, most fans are dying to have a Code Veronica remake. While I do think that Code Veronica definitely deserves and needs a remake before RE5, I personally believe that a remake of Resident Evil 1 needs to be first. Resident Evil 1 received a remake back in the year 2002 and still holds up amazingly well today. The added story elements gave the game more spice and is still a key factor to the remakes we have received the last several years. While many fans are not in favor of yet another remake of this game, saying that it is better to leave well enough alone, my question is why? The Resi franchise was reborn with Resident Evil 7 and brought in thousands of new fans along for the ride. By January of this year, Resident Evil 2 Remake has sold a number of 11.2 million copies worldwide, and while Resident Evil 3 Remake turned out to be a bit of a disappointment, it has sold 6.4 million worldwide. Resident Evil 4 Remake is already at 5.45 million copies worldwide, almost half of the Resident Evil 2 Remake sales, and this game has only been out for a few months. It is obvious that not only are Resident Evil fans having the time of their lives, but new fans in the gaming community in general are absolutely loving the games we have been getting. And that is what I want to focus on, the new fans. Capcom can see that new people are coming along for the ride with each game. Many people don't understand who this ominous guy with sunglasses is at the end of RE4, and are left wondering who this person is. If RE5 comes out next, his story will already be finished. It seems very odd from a story perspective as to why they would want to do that. If you look at Thanos in the MCU movies, he was a threat that was built up over time and posed a huge threat when he came to face with the heroes. Wesker is definitely the main villain of the entire Resident Evil series, and building him up in such a way would be perfect. Imagine being a new gamer and playing a new Resident Evil 1 remake, and noticing Jill and Chris, and that dude with sunglasses at the end of RE4. As you play the game and beat it, you recognize that he is definitely not a nice guy. This game could be a sort of prequel to the already established RE remake games, giving players a sense of where everything began. Seeing Jill's nightmare and anger towards Umbrella in the RE3 remake would make so much more sense. But to all of you who are still in disagreement because Code Veronica needs new treatment, this is where you may begin to agree with me more. If Code Veronica came after RE1 remake, we could catch back up with Claire and also get more of Wesker. This could set the stage for his villainous ways to be amped up for the future, and especially solidifying that rivalry between he and Chris. With these two games coming out in this order, we could then get an RE5 remake as an all-out, balls-to-the-wall thriller to conclude this menacing man story. I'm not saying an RE5 remake should be just an action-packed game as the original. I for one am not a big fan of that game because of that reason. But if Capcom decided to keep it at that level, or at least close, it would be more appropriate considering that this could be a climactic sort of game rather than an RE4 remake on steroids. As sad as it is to admit, us RE veterans are getting old. I was born the year of the Raccoon City outbreak in 1998. While me being 25 isn't even close to retirement age, I recognize that kids who are growing up playing games haven't even seen or heard of the original fixed camera works of art that were the original games. They have no idea who this new villain is. Why not come out with remakes this way, so we can have a next generation of RE fans? Let them have an RE1 experience with the gloomy, mysterious halls of the Spencer Mansion keeping them on their toes. Let them have their first Code Veronica experience, with Claire having an annoying sidekick facing off against Psycho twins. And who knows, maybe they and us old-timers could enjoy new RE5 together to see the end of Wesker and his mad schemes for global domination. That's it for the video, guys. Thank you all for watching. If you would like to see more, please subscribe. Let me know what you would like to see in the comment section below. All constructive criticism is more than welcome. Thank you, and have a blessed day.